Hello, hello, Virgo. This is Erica from the Lotus Connection. If you are new or a subscriber already, welcome to my channel and to this video in regards to breaking the cycle, figuring out what's blocking you towards receiving the love that you deserve, and kind of looking at the overall picture in regards to how can we prove it for the month of November. And I do know that it's a little bit late. So this can resonate for the month of November, beginning of December, okay? Please don't utilize my readings in any way, shape, or form as absolute. Things can change, right? Nothing is set in stone. This is generalized based on the energies as of right now. All right. I do tend to swear, so if that's something that bothers you, just stop the reading. I would rather not offend. Yeah, let's get into this, Bad Larry. All right. So in regards to the energy that you are emitting now, okay, we have the moon in reverse. So I am feeling that you are experiencing some sort of fear, okay? I feel like you are very hesitant moving forward about love. Either you're confused or there's some sort of deception or turmoil. You've been hurt in the past. Now you're kind of hanging on to this hurt. Some of you could just be really holding on to fears, having issues with your self-confidence. Some of you are avoiding your intuition about things, avoiding the gut instinct. I feel like in the past you've gotten these gut instincts or these warning signs, and you failed to listen to it. You failed to really acknowledge what was being given to you as a sign, or you've avoided some sort of warning signs because you didn't want to believe. And because of this distrust in yourself, you have been hurt, and now you're feeling very distrustful of yourself even now, not having the sense of self-confidence needed. So really the energy that you're emitting out into the universe is that you're fearful of love. You're not sure even how to move forward, how to fix this. You're feeling very stuck at this time frame. All right. In regards to what it is that you are learning at this time, we have the King of Cups. I feel like at this time you're really learning how to... trying to figure out how the best way. I feel like you're learning how to trust in yourself, or there's some signaling that you may have some sort of, we all do, we all have intuition, right? But I feel like yours is maybe a little bit more on point than normal, right? And needing to really rely on that. But you're kind of stuck, okay, in that energy, in that moon reversed energy, because it's like your picker, right? Your picker could be broken. This internal knowing of, you know, can I trust somebody? Can I not trust somebody? This internal intuition could be blocking you. But I feel like you're learning to strengthen your emotions, strengthen your emotional maturity, strengthen your intuitive gifts, in a sense of learning to listen to yourself, to balance and connect yourself, your inner voice with your higher self, right? That connection between the two. You're trying to figure out what it is, or you're learning to figure out what it is that you need, and staying grounded in that knowing what it is that you need, what it is that you want, not being so self-indulgent or wrapping yourself up in self-made fantasies. Maybe there were times where you felt the need, you needed to escape in relationships you were not looking to face the hard truths. And now I feel like you're willing to open your heart, but gain the self-confidence of knowing what it is that you need and want in relationships and not settling for less. So this to me is a very strong and stable card, nurturing yourself as an individual, learning to nurture yourself as an individual. All right, what it is that you need to release in order to bring forward new love. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse position. This is letting me know that there's a need for you to really give up these ideas of what love should be like, and it has to be this way. And also this feeling of putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect, right? And that's Virgo energy. Virgo energy, you know, I have my Virgo in my rising sign, and Virgos tend to be a perfectionist and have a visual of how things are supposed to be. It's saying let it go, because it's caused a lot of chaos and havoc in your life. You wanted something to go a specific way. It had to be a specific way, and it didn't work out. So you're setting yourself up for failure. It's setting yourself up to feel dissatisfied and to have disruption, right? And so it's saying to let that go of the pressure you exert on yourself and others to really obtain this idealized reality for yourself. There is a lack of harmony or connection with people in your life, or even just within yourself, and needing to reconnect, all right? Again, grounding energy is very, very prominent in this reading, I'm feeling, and you need to prioritize what it is you truly want. And so this is saying you need to prioritize. You need to release all the negative aspects of the past. You need to release this expectations. You need to really pause and relax, take time for yourself, ground yourself, and really prioritize what it is that you truly want. All right, because you're overexerting yourself. You're really in this pessimistic attitude, and you need to stop worrying about the past or the future and just take things day by day. All right. What issues do you bring into the relationship? We have the Judgment card in reverse. Again, this is also to really talking about not being able to trust yourself, and therefore trust in things, trust in the relationship, trusting yourself, you know, really being reluctant to trust really being reluctant to face the inner truths. I feel like you do get into relationships and know kind of deep down inside that it's just not going to work out, but you're determined to make it work out, and you're determined to kind of transform the experience. But this is negative because you're setting yourself up for failure. You can't change people. You can't change things you can't control. You can't control other people, and sometimes you can't even control the environment that the relationship's under. So it's saying you need to release, you need to release this control issue. That's, you bring in control issues. You're wanting to control things. You're really wanting to, you're reluctant to face inner truths, like the nagging feeling inside of yourself, the red flags, your intuition telling you, no, Virgo, go away, like leave the situation, it's not beneficial to you. But your Virgo brain's like, no, this can work. I know this can work. I'm determined to make this work. I'm determined for this particular person to be everything I need them to be. Could also be that at times you experience self-doubt, and that self-doubt creeps in and rears its ugly head and creates havoc and chaos within relationships. Maybe sometimes you strive for so much perfection that sometimes it becomes so overwhelming and you procrastinate on things. You resist change. How do we fix those issues? We have the Page of Cups. This obviously is saying that we have to come from a place of compassion, a place of nurturing, nurturing thyself, nurturing relationships. This is very immature energy. So it's really a time for you to check in with your spiritual self, to trust your intuition and your feelings, to be open to a new adventure, to work through your issues and give them love. It's healing the inner child. It's time to take a break from the stresses of life. It's time to become connected with what it is that you want and how to align with it. It's choosing love instead of fear. Okay, it's choosing love instead of fear and showing compassion towards others and also towards yourself. And to trust in yourself and your intuition. All right? What do you need to do in order to bring new love to you? We have the Ace of Swords. All right, so this Ace of Swords energy is really saying that you have to gain some mental clarity. You need to know what you want. I feel like you're at a crossroads right now. You don't know what you want. You've been hurt. You're really scared of being hurt. You're afraid of letting your guard down. You don't know if you can trust your intuition or not. You're just at a very, very confused state. And you know what? The more you continue to keep being in this state, Virgo, the more you're going to continue to stay. So the Ace of Swords is saying in order for you to bring new love, it's like you have to have a heightened state of mental clarity. You need to know what it is that you want and really, really hone in. And once you've honed in, you have great determination and power to reach your goals. And you know this. And there's a believing in new beginnings and believing that not everybody's going to hurt you, but following your inner wisdom and truth, following in yourself and making things clear, and to seize opportunities when they are available and only if they're positive. Okay? You cannot fix people. It's not your job to fix people. I feel like some of you Virgos are fixer-uppers. You see a diamond in the rough and you're like, I can smooth those rough edges and make this diamond shine bright. But it's not your place. It's not your place. There could be a diamond in the rough that you decide to take a leap of faith on. And I'm not saying that you can't, but don't force it. Don't force your perfectionism on others. Don't force your vision on others. It should be mutual. This is a mutual relationship with people. Share yourself and allow them to share themselves with you. And in order for you to do that, you have to have the mental clarity. You need to stand out on your own against all odds and make it work for yourself. But listening to your inner wisdom and truth, knowing you have power to emerge and move forward in life. But mental clarity is needed, right? What important quality do you possess that you should continue to bring forth into your love life, Virgo? We have the 8 of Coins. This is talking about working very diligently and very hard, okay? This is your work ethic. In relationships, you work very hard, okay? You've worked very hard and you have strong will and dedication and perseverance, clearly, because a lot of you guys, like I said, have this fixer-upper energy about you. You see somebody who is healing and needs healing and you feel like you can fix them and transform transform. But it's the strong will and hard work and perseverance that you need to continue to keep moving forward in your relationships, because it's a great foundation. But needing to know who right? Needing to know how and who you should be putting your energy to, your focus on. And that will only come when you have that mental clarity, when you know what it is that you want, and healing yourself, right? It also talks that you have maturity, and this maturity is coming from your spiritual awareness and knowing that it's important for growth and for learning. You're very open to that, and that's important. Okay, that is important in your relationships. Your advice here is the Six of Cups. All right, so the Six of Cups energy for your advice is more, to me, like the feelings that I'm getting about it is like needing to take time out and really go back in time and look at what emotions kind of come up on the surface, and reflecting on moments of either childhood, underlying pains or traumas that you've experienced, or situations that made you incredibly happy. And in reflecting these memories, to seek out the greater implications and realize and try to figure out what it is that you're holding on to. What is it that you can't let go? Could be healing inner child work, right? Because in traditional tarot, I know this card has two lovers on it, but in traditional tarot, there are two children, one offering a cup. And it can indicate needing to do some inner child work. There are hurts and from our past that kind of shape us into who we are as an adult, right? And not that your parents or your past are huge issues, but or they could be, and they're not excuses either, but sometimes we need to go back in time and heal. So for instance, the work that I work on myself is not feeling worthy. And this was something that happened when I was a child. There were situations and things that went on in my life that caused me to feel that I was not good enough, that I am not worthy. And these are things that I heal because it's my inner child work, right? And so you could be facing the same thing. You can have other issues, and inner child work will heal some of that, right? But it's looking at what it is that you truly want. Maybe there are things, a pattern that you may have in past relationships that you need to look at. What can you get rid of? What about these past relationships did you like? What qualities? This could help you figure out how to co-create with the universe and bringing towards love of your life by selecting characteristics that you adored and want in a future partner. But leaving out the negative qualities, accepting and healing the past relationships that you had, forgive and moving on, right? Sending unconditional love and moving on. So I feel like it's just going back, really doing an inventory on yourself and an inventory on your past lovers and pulling out what you want and releasing what you don't want and doing some inner child healing work and to heal yourself. And then we have the possible outcome for love in your life this month, and we have the Strength card. For some of you, you will have love come into your life for the month, towards the end of the month, beginning of December, right? But really, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be more successful at this time frame in really obtaining strength and courage, and also healing in order to evolve into the better version of yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to really hone in on this love and compassion thing and to be strong so that moving forward in the obstacles that you face, you're able to really look at it and understand how you can move through this with strength and courage, and to continue to harness this energy and move forward. Some of you guys will need to acknowledge and face and you know, strengthen your inner strength and, you know, confront your fears and to release them. And this will help you or propel you into the future, you know, in the upcoming months of December and in the new year in January, to find this new love and for this new love to come towards you. And it's just healing yourself, okay? So I'm gonna pull, what romance messages do we have for Virgo at this time? What love messages do we have for Virgo? Actually, I'm not going to use this deck. I just got this new deck, so Virgo, you are the first to be utilizing this deck. And I'm going to use it moving forward for these kinds instead of the romance angels, because maybe I'll pull from a romance angel. I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel. Just kind of getting sick of those romance angels. They're good, but it's like sometimes in readings like this where people aren't involved with other individuals and they're kind of learning to break a cycle and move forward, it's kind of like when you get the marriage card, it's like, oh, okay. It doesn't give the core. All right, so let me just move this charger out of the way here. This is really bothering me. All right, what messages do we want to provide Virgo at this time? What messages of love and healing would we like to provide? Okay, well, there were 3 cards that jumped out. Very, very interesting indeed. Because we were just talking about this. All right, so we have detach, we have third eye chakra, and we have the love card. All right, so really this detaching energy, okay, there's a need for you to really detach from your expectations, right? These expectations of pure perfection that you truly want. And granted, you know, there's a difference. And I just want people to know, because I'm sure I'm going to be getting comments and I'm going to be rather annoyed. There's a difference between knowing what you want, being confident and not settling for less, versus putting your wants and needs and trying to manipulate and control a situation, right? There's a difference between knowing oneself versus being accepting of others versus somebody who is really trying to push an agenda, all right, on somebody. It's the ego really preventing us from truly seeing clearly. There's a need to detach emotionally from things that you can't control. Really doing an honest inventory with yourself, to check in with yourself in order to really hone in on what it is that you want. And to detach is to really gain that mental clarity that you're not experiencing this time, in order to bring a love to you, a much stronger love, a love that is not something where you don't have to work so hard or really push an agenda on, something that will meet your expectations. But again, sometimes the message, I'm a Gemini, and sometimes the messages come so fast, it's so hard for me to just like spit it out or really to accurately communicate. But yeah, detaching from your expectations, taking one step at a time, really evaluating what you want in life, which again was the messages that were being brought up here. Then we have the third eye chakra. This is the IC card, all right? So for you, this is talking about this inner knowing, this intuition that you have, and to really focus on this, listening to yourself, recognizing those red flags, right? This could also say, for those of you who are working spiritually, or those who are recognizing your ability to, your cognizant abilities, your clairvoyance or your clairsentient, clairaudient, I don't know if I said clairvoyant, yeah, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, any of the clairs, right? If any of you are experiencing these visions and things like that, now's the time for you to really hone in and to really continue pursuing that. If you're not experiencing any psychic abilities, but you're noticing that you know, your intuition is becoming stronger, or you're wanting, this could also be that you need to really exercise, practice, meditate, so that you can trust your intuition again, that you can strengthen it, so you don't feel betrayed by it moving forward. Because I do feel like you feel betrayed by your abilities, right? And then the last card we have is the Love card. Sorry, I had to be taken away by my son. He's only 3, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. He's only 3. Take some time to examine relationships. Again, this is the 6 of Cups. This is going back to looking at your past, right? And really sort of doing an inventory there too, and figuring out, you know, the patterns, what positive aspects, what you've learned in your relationships. It's giving the opportunity for that. But it's also meaning too that you really do need to forgive yourself, forgive others, send unconditional love even to people who have done you wrong. It's part of releasing and healing your past and yourself. It's examining choices that you've made in regards to your heart, and how you can remain how you can be compassionate towards others, right? And how to really strengthen this. For some of you, you know, you could reconcile your past or reconcile a situation with an ex by, you know, really truly healing your issues, becoming self-aware, listening to your gut, recognizing how you played a role, because it does take 2. This is also letting you know that there is an opportunity for new romance coming in, okay? Or like I said, healing a disharmonious relationship, reconciling with somebody. But if you're looking for new romance in your life, you need to make yourself available and to be open and to feel safe and to really feel love in your life right now, to raise your vibration and attract new love to you, because right now you're so unclear, so unfocused, so disenchanted, I almost feel like, right? So we need to start getting we need to start vibrating at a higher level and to feel love, right? There is an affirmation with this card, and you may want to write it down and actually utilize this. The traditional tarot for this would be the Lovers. So this is Gemini energy, so some of you guys may meet a Gemini on your way. But the affirmation is, I honor myself as well as others by acting from a place of love. And what have I been saying? You do have, you know, in a sense, you do have to come from a place of love. Love shines light and heals and creates deeper connections. Love is the true answer. I truly believe it. It's love, sending love even to people you claim to hate, or people you claim to be indifferent towards. When you share love, it can transform a situation, right? It heals you. It allows you to move forward. It allows you to succeed in all areas. Unconditional love and forgiveness. All right, I'm just gonna pull out a few romance angels, and then the universe has got your back, and then we'll end this and conclude this reading for you. What messages of love? What will come towards Virgo when they do their work towards love? All right, let's just do this all at once. What messages are there for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs? What can we part with them? What messages can we part with? What messages can we part with? What messages would Spirit like to part ways with Virgo for the end of November, beginning of December? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so 2 cards flew out of my deck. All right, so we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So I feel like once you are able to do your healing work, you are going to find chemistry with somebody. You may have chemistry now with another individual, but maybe you know you're not ready and you're kind of just like pushing back, or this could mean that you do need to open yourself up to the possibility of love in order for you to experience this strong magnetic attraction. There's passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So you need to find more passion in your life. Get a hobby, all right? And I'm not saying this in a rude way. You know, I'm not saying that in a negative way, like, oh, go get a hobby, you know? But when we find passion and joy in our lives, and when we allow our souls to sing something that we're passionate and tapping into this creative energy about us, doing things that are new, doing things that we may not have known that we would enjoy or like. You know, the first time, this was when I was younger, I was probably about like 16 or 17, I had experienced probably for the first time what love truly felt like, but it was a karmatic type situation. It was a karmatic lesson I had to learn. And I remembered after that breakup, someone had told me, take up a hobby, because I was so distraught. I wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping. It was just a really bad experience. It was like my first heartache. And someone said, you know, go get a hobby. Find something that you can immerse yourself in and not work, right? Not work. And so, you know, I had already had a lot of creative, like artistic abilities. I can draw and all that good stuff, and I can write, but those were things I didn't want to associate with the breakup, right? I was really nervous about doing those things and feeling stuck and not motivated. So I ended up learning how to knit. And trust me, so many people got scarves and hats and gloves and socks and yada, 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 because it was an escape. And it was something I became so passionate about and something I just loved to do that it really did transform and heal situations, right? This is something I love to do. This is my passion. My passion is empowering and helping people through my gifts, using tarot as a means to assist other people. And my life has flourished in so many different ways since this journey, right? There were things about myself that, you know, that I didn't think I could change or didn't think that I could move forward with. But finding a passion can really help you and transform your situation. And when you do meet that person, allowing yourself just to go through the motions and experiencing them instead of trying to control and dictate and put expectation, to feel the passion, to feel the chemistry. Allow yourself to do that, because for so long you haven't. The kicker is then you got this card, let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Been saying this all along. All right, it's funny how cards can really confirm. Now I really wanted just one card, or 2 cards, but a lot came out. So my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Again, I've said that to you. You need to gain mental clarity. This space that you're in is continuing to give you lack, continuing to make you feel disillusioned, because you need to change your energy. You need to start vibrating at a higher level, okay? I choose to learn through love. What have I been saying all along? Love is the answer in every situation. It's going to change your experience. Love the fact that you have experienced a breakup, because it has taught you this, and this. It has shown you strength and courage, and now you know how to love moving forward, and you're going to send that unconditional love, that experience, that pain, that hurt, and then you're going to transcend and you're going to move forward. And it's hard, right? It's not easy. I know that it's not easy and it's painful, but we have to experience it in order to move forward. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fair through the eyes of the teacher of love. Again, I'm just going to say this one more time. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Powerful messages, and messages that really rung true to this reading. So I hoped that this resonates with you. Again, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I really, really appreciate it. I've appreciated all of the people who have booked, all the individuals who have subscribed, who've liked and shared. It truly, like, you have no idea how incredible this journey has been and how special each and every one of you make it. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Love and light to all of you.